Hey guys, welcome to your daily, not daily, no, the daily energy actually is what I was going to say. Before we start getting into the cards, the daily energy that I was getting for you guys reading, collective reading today, was Spirit wanting for you guys to come out of hiding. Spirit wanting you to step into your purpose, to step out of the cave, I heard. To step out of the fear, the anxiety, the insecurities of what you think things are supposed to look like when the way you look like or the way that you just are, your being in itself is enough. Not only seeing it for what it is, but being able to step into that, if that makes sense. Spirit says that you guys have the gifts, you have the talent. You guys are just not, if it is that you guys already have stepped into something and kind of got something started, it's almost like this last push, this last try, that some of you are almost feeling as if you've had enough. Because a lot of you have worked really hard, but it's just this last thing, this last part of the potion, part of the recipe of what Spirit has for you, and the gifts that are coming with it, the reward that comes with it, and you guys are on the brink of that. That's what I got for you guys. So I am going to pull a few oracle cards to kind of see exactly what Spirit wants to share. But the overall energy is that I just keep hearing they need to stop like being no longer in hiding. To be your authentic self fully. Not saying that you guys aren't. It just feels like there may be parts of you, or there may be certain talents or ideas that you've sort of held back from because maybe, I don't know, the fear of how will they think of me? How will they view me? Oh, if I posted this, like it's a little cringy, or maybe I'm a little too loud, or I laughed weird, or it's like silly little things like that. That can sort of hold you back from stepping into your purpose. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it and figure out what more advice Spirit has for you guys. Sure, what we have to collect. Oh, that was fast. All right, we have the Sacred Fool. I'm gonna read out of that really quick. Okay. Imagine a life free from concern about the opinions of other people. A life where you feel brave enough, free enough, trusting enough to play the fool, to make a choice, even if it seems illogical, unreasonable, daring, or downright foolish. Cast aside sensible opinions and poker faces. The Sacred Fool invites you to live unafraid, to take a risk, and step away from the confines of what seems sensible and logical in life. Well, if that doesn't make things fucking clear. I love fucking tarot, man, especially oracles. I love it. Let's go. Let's read a little bit more. There's much to be said for common sense, practicality, and a grounded approach, especially with spiritual matters and creating a life that fulfills your dreams. But if you are really going to live, love, thrive, and create this lifetime to be original, then you're going to need to be willing to run the risk of being seen to be the fool. What the You guys, y'all saw me flip. Y'all see me took the card flip out by itself, right? If you're not connecting yet, I don't know what else will. For some reason, I keep hearing there's probably somebody here who wants to either, I don't know if you want to start a YouTube, maybe you're into tarot, maybe you are someone who's extremely introverted but has this wanting to just kind of like be in front of a crowd or be like a leader or be a teacher, you know, something that's going to put you in an uncomfortable spot that you've never been in before, but you have that longing in your heart, and that's because God put that there. It's because Spirit put that there. You are meant for so much more. You know, I saw this video on, I don't know if it was YouTube or TikTok or something. It was TikTok. And this guy was talking about, it was these two, I think it was like a Christian podcast or something. And the guy was saying how you notice that how do I word this? I love this watch. I got it for myself for my birthday, and now it's telling me to stand up, but I can't stand up right now. I'm doing reading. I'll do it in a little bit. They were talking about how when people are blessed with spiritual gifts or specific gifts that are like kind of blessing others or almost to bring God or light or love into people's lives, that the devil will tempt you with a specific sin or a specific trial, I guess. So an example, let's say I wanted to be a singer, and for some reason I get so addicted to cigarettes, or obviously that ruins your body. You get cancer, you get lung cancer, you can get throat cancer, right? Things like that. Or people who are that want to lead. They are extremely shy or introverted. It's a type of demon. It's a type of, not necessarily a scary demon, not this is thing. It's just the image, the mind, the metaphor is the struggle. The demon is the thing that you have to fight to get that, to be that thing. So noticing and becoming aware of these things, I feel like gives us more power because we see it for what it is. So this is for someone here who wants to do something that's going to benefit not only yourselves, but the people around you. And I can't help but to feel like it's a spiritual thing. It's a lot of, it could be a spiritual worker, a speaker, someone who, I'm so glad that didn't break. I'm pretty sure it didn't. I don't even want to look at it right now because I'm scared it broke. But my palm just fell on the floor from me trying to turn this thing on. Maybe that was a confirmation. I don't know. I don't even remember what I said because it distracted me. I just need to like hang this up or something. I just moved here, so I didn't really hang. You know, I did have a bunch of posters, but I'm in this era where I'm trying to simplify my life. I'm trying to have less things. I would like to keep my room very classy and just like less stuff. Of course, this area is kind of, you know, my tarot area. Obviously, when I'm done, I clean it up, make it look really nice. But I would like to have at least one painting or something. You know, maybe hang this baby up. I don't know. Sorry, I got distracted. That's the ADHD in me. But this is for somebody that they want to do something that's gonna force you to be seen, and it's gonna be something that you've struggled with. And I say this as an example for myself in my walk in life is that, you know what I wanted to be when I was a little kid? A singer. I always wanted to be a singer. I just thought the idea of just singing your heart out on a stage, and I was obsessed with Selena, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears. But I had this fear, this initial fear of I had this fear of people laughing at me, which no one ever did, which is weird, right? Sometimes we're afraid of things that don't even exist or never existed in the first place. But I understand now as an adult why. You know, it's a lot of childhood trauma stuff. But I wanted to be a singer. And I never, it wasn't until one day on my, I think it was my 33rd birthday it was my 32nd birthday. I got up and I sang karaoke. And for some people, they're like, oh, it's not a big deal. People do karaoke all the time. For me, it was a bigger thing. It was an insecurity. It was a fear of people going, you fucking suck. Like, but it's funny, right? You go into a bar and people are singing their hearts out. A lot of them don't even sing that great, but they're up there having such a great time, and the confidence that people would have. I would just think to myself, man, like, I don't understand. Like, I grew up around cousins who are, like, a lot of our family members did music or sang or did, play the instruments. But it was like the confidence that they had, and I would get frustrated, not at them. It was frustrated with myself, because I would think to myself, like, am I not normal? Like, why can't I, they make it look so easy and so confident, and for me it was just a struggle. And every time I tried doing it, it was like my voice would crack, and I'd be like, seriously, I can sing. I just, for some reason, it was like, listen, when you are anointed, when you have something in you, I don't care what y'all think is woo-woo, whatever, but there is bad and good, okay? There's bad energy and there's good energy. And sometimes the bad energy, they just don't want you to share that piece of you, because it can change. I'm not saying, like, if I shared this singing part of me, I would have did magic. I mean, you fucking could, honestly, if you really thought about it and you guys really know about this energetically. But the point of me saying all that is that there's just something, God is in music. God is in the voice. And not only in singing, your voice, in your presence, in your presentation. It's just something, there's just something about that frequency that changes things. That's what I'm trying to say. And also it boosts your confidence. Another great thing that just adds on to, what it is that you're trying to do. Well, let's go ahead and finish this. I got completely distracted. Some people will call you stupid, naive, foolish, and delusional if you dare to dream and follow that dream in all the ways you can possibly imagine. If you refuse to give up, even if others tell you that if it hasn't happened by now, it's never going to happen, then they might say you are a child, silly, disconnected from their idea of the real world. So I'm just getting a message. But I don't know, Spirit wanted me to share this with you guys. I love The Office. That show has gotten me through so much, like, sad breakups, depression, you name it. That show is just so funny to me. And the main boss in the show, his name is Michael Scott in the show. His real name is Steve Carell, I want to say. Yeah, Steve Carell. If you look into his story, quote me if I'm wrong. I mean, don't quote me if I'm wrong. But I believe he didn't become an actor until he was in his 40s. Can you imagine being like being a teenager or growing up thinking like, I'm going to be an actor and an actress, and you see all these young people doing it. I can only imagine how frustrating that could be for someone to want something so bad and working so hard at it and just never getting that break. And this is why I'm saying this, because I'm getting goosebumps. This has to do with your reading. Someone here, you guys are so fucking close that it's nasty. In a good way. You guys are so close to your dreams. For your dreams to come true, the fruition of your dreams, the manifestation of it, it's right there. It's so close. God is just telling you, just hold on. Like, I know Brittany, Stephanie, Tom, I know you've been waiting on me, but I've been working. You may have not seen me, but I have been working to the bone to get this for you. But you just have to hold on. You have to keep going. And my ears ringing like crazy right now. The spirit confirming, about what I'm saying. But can you imagine how frustrated he made? Imagine if that last thing he had to do to be who he is today, and now he's still doing movies, he's still doing shows, and he's such a good actor. He's so funny. Every role that he does, excellent, just excellent. Can you imagine if Steve Carell one day was like, fuck this, I've been trying for so, this is some bullshit. But you know what I think that comes from? He must love it. It must be his passion, because for you to continue something, especially getting not neglected, getting shut down so much or let down, but then being at the end of the day just being like, but I do this because I love it, because it's fun to me. You know, you enjoy doing it. So your passions, as Spirit is saying, is that when you continue in your passions and the things that you love, eventually you're just going to get that break. You just have to keep enjoying the journey. That's the whole part of it. That's the whole point of it, is to enjoy I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I can't talk right now. You know what? It's statism in me. It's just, sometimes I get downloads so quickly, and I'm just like, dude, I can't take it all at once. Where's my... I wanted to turn on my fan because I'm like really hot, guys. Give me a second. I forgot where I put my little controller. Oh, is that my bone? Oh my god. I don't know where I put my little control at. I know I slept with it last night. It's probably hiding from me. Oh, where? Oh, where? It's my controller. You guys, I have no idea where I put it. I'm just going to put down the AC. I'm hot as balls. Hold on. I wonder where I put it. I slept with it last night. It's probably hiding underneath my pillows. And I made my bed, so you would think I'd find it because I cleared up my bed, but I can't. Alright. Let's finish up this card because we still have some more decks to get into. It was saying how not to listen to those stupid voices. So don't listen to those voices. They don't understand that the power of the fool is truth. In the court, the fool was the one the king would trust and ask for advice. But why? Because he was allowed to speak the truth where others would try to make politically smart choices to win them power. The fool just called the spade a spade. This is for someone specific that made me think of as soon as I read this. For some of you that are like wanting to do something or like be in the public eye and to be seen or speaking. You know, one thing that I used to struggle with YouTube, when I first started my tarot reading, I remember prolonging this like recording stuff because I always thought I have to be this skinny to record because, you know, everyone knows that when you're on camera, you're 10 pounds heavier. Oh, I have to look, my hair has to be a certain way. Oh, my eyelashes. I don't even got my eyelashes on. I was like, for a split second, I was like, oh, I can't do reading. I have my eyelashes on. The fuck, who cares about the eyelashes? People are here for the message, not my fucking eyelashes. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, the stupid little minuscule stuff that we look and stress over, like, people do not care. People like authenticity. People like the truth. People want to hear what you have to say. It's not about those little things. Oh, I have to have the best camera. I have to have the best lighting. If only you saw what I'm using right now. Yo, for years, I would just have my phone just put it up against something. Now I have a little tripod thing I got from TikTok, by the way. It's pretty cool. The light only lasts for about an hour, but that's why I got like another light that it's not a ring light, it's like a square one. Anyway, again, the ADHD. People are only gonna want to care about what you have to say. They hear the truth in your message and what you're trying to, you know, convey. So don't be so, Spirit is saying, don't be so worked up about these small little things that they really don't matter. People really don't care. And isn't it funny how we stress about these things that we think people really think about or care about, and they're probably not even looking at it. Two, they're just, that's not in their forefront of their mind, okay? Especially if there's something that you have something to share or teach in the world that's going to benefit them. They want what you're giving. When the fool in you speaks, it's telling you something true. It might seem inconvenient, frightening, or exciting. It might turn your world upside down or inspire you with greater happiness and faith. It's not your job to reason it away or say that it's too difficult or dangerous or potentially diluted to act upon that truth. It's your job to remember that the game of life can only be won if you are willing to take the risk and play it. So when the sacred fool is part of your hand, listen up. Take a chance, take a risk, and forget about what other people think. Instead, listen to yourself and live true. So do what it is that you want, whatever it is. Take out that thought. A lot of these thoughts, guys, you have to realize. I want you to start asking yourselves, let this be like an exercise for you. When you come across that, wall, why am I feeling this way? Why do I feel afraid? Why do I not want to come out and be myself and show myself? You can never go wrong with being yourself and not caring what others think. You may lose people in the process. That shouldn't be a fear, because you know what that does? It aligns you. It aligns you to be around the people that are meant to be in your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? How critical that is? From you holding back so much, you just allowing yourself to remain with the same people. Listen, I don't even hang out with the same people I hung out with 3 months ago, because I knew in my spirit it was necessary. Not that I'm better than anybody, not that I'm doing anything better. It's just, we're not aligned. We don't vibrate on the same level, the same frequency. And it's okay. I'm not saying to, tell everyone to kick rocks and never speak to them again, but being very careful in protecting your energy and who you bring around you. So you having this fear of, oh, but if I do this, I'll lose so-and-so, or they'll think I'm weird, or he might not want to date me anymore, or she's going to think I'm crazy if I act this way. But it's you. Don't you want people around you to love you for you? No matter how cringy, how loud, how silly you can be, to no longer feel the need to hide or to hold yourself back. You know who my real friends are? The ones that I don't wear eyelashes. If I can be looking crazy, you come over to my house randomly, I just woke up, my hair's like this, I'm in big man pajamas for no reason. I have no man, I just have big clothes because they're comfortable. My house a mess, dishes in the sink. But they still love me. They don't care about those things, because those things don't matter. And if they did, if it really bothered them, then they just wouldn't be in my life, and that's okay. And you just have to be okay with it. You gotta get comfortable with people wanting to walk out of your life. Yeah, it sucks a little bit. It's kind of sad, but I'd rather be alone than just fake it. And you know what I mean? Just to have somebody around, to have a warm body around. I want genuine people. I want people to love me for who I am. I want people around me that if I were to have, it makes me think of my best friend. She was just telling me, she works at a bar in New Year's Eve. She got totally trashed. The owner had to take care of her in the bathroom. I'm not gonna put her on the spot. I'm not gonna say who it is. But I remember telling her, I was so embarrassed. And I said, Anna, do you do this all the time? She's like, no, of course not. It's work. I said, bitch, it's New Year's. Everyone's getting trashed on New Year's. I didn't, but you know what I'm saying? Don't give yourself grace, dude. Allow yourself to lose that control, to lose that care of what others think of you. And know that people who really care about you would just sit there laughing. Hold your hair up, bitch. I got you. Let's go. It's not like she has a problem. You know what I'm saying? She's not a drunk. She works all the time. She needed to let loose for one night. Stop feeling guilty. Stop feeling guilty. And half of the time you're feeling guilty for people who don't give two shits about you or talk about you behind your fucking back. That's the funny part. Isn't that some shit? This wall is really bothering me. You know what? My next paycheck, I'm gonna get myself something nice. In the comments, someone give me something, an idea. I had a bunch of anime posters. I had my paintings up. It was just, I had too much going on in here, and I felt like I'm a grown-ass woman. I need to be more sophisticated. It's just a new era for me. You know, I'm trying to be classy. So I got rid of a bunch of stuff in my room. I do need to get a new bed because when the day before I moved in, my ex was helping me move actually, and he I'm sorry, I just shared it because it was so funny. Like, it was like morning time. He came over to help because he has a truck, and he went to like kind of crawl, and you know, like no one leans on the bed to be like, hey, wake up, like, hey, I'm here. So he like, my son lets him in. He's like, hey, Denise. The moment he just kind of leaned into the mattress, that bitch broke. I'm like, bro. I was like, Danny, like, bro, like, he's like, oh. I'm like, you know what? It just meant the bed was not meant to come with me. That's all. So right now my mattress is on the floor, and I don't like it because it hurts to get up from the floor every single day. I'm not in my 20s anymore. I need a higher bed. Yeah, so if anyone has an idea, like just something a little bit more girly, like kind of, you know, I don't know, something sexy and girly, maybe some flowers. I don't know. Give me some ideas. I would really love one of those crystal, you know, like the geodes, like the circle ones like this, and they just, you know, they put them on a stand, and you can put them in your, or you can just leave it on the floor. But I like the ones on the stand; those are pretty. They're like $700, so I don't know. I might get one in the future, for sure. But I really feel like I need to decorate the walls just a tad bit. Just bring some life into the room. Tantra of 639. Ooh, hertz. So I like these cards because they give you like the frequency that, like if you need to work with the frequencies you can actually work with like binaural beats at night. So you can actually YouTube 639 hertz. Whatever frequency that is, music, you can put sleep to 639 hertz. And you will, listen, I tell people all the time, like if you're struggling with anxiety or anything like that, or a sickness, when you listen to the hertz, the frequency to that ailment or something, you will feel the energetic shift. You will feel the energetic change, okay? So I'm excited to see this one because I don't think I've ever pulled Tantra before. I didn't even know that was a card in here. Isn't Tantra like sexual? Ooh. Okay. Be open to that which seems unfamiliar or different. Again, stepping out of your comfort zone. You will experience a breakthrough as you embrace an unusual approach. You are on a soul path of accelerated spiritual growth, which is swifter, but not always easier. You do not have to contrive your own happiness, but you can dip into the bliss within your body to lighten your mental state and remind yourself everything is working out beautifully. Tantra is a conscious, creative intermingling of the sacred masculine and sacred feminine energies that dwell with every human heart. I want to pause there because when I got this earlier for you guys, the King of Wands, sometimes I like to reread my tarot meanings because honestly, guys, I'm not so picky. I got this introduction to tarot written by Susan Levitt. This book is really good, and it comes with a little deck. Yeah, we memorize the cards. They mean what they mean. But honestly, the way it plays out is how they're spread out. And what I see from there will tell me like what they're trying to say. I'm not too picky about it has to just be this because the book said so. No, it's what spirit leads me to say. But there are times that I like to kind of go back and, you know, how do I word this a little bit better for my people who are listening or reading for? And the King of Wands in the book was this, and it made me remember when I read the book earlier today, the King of Wands representing the masculine, but also the feminine, like the both, masculine and feminine, mastering them both, and what that brings to your life when you're able to do that. So Tantra is a conscious, creative intermingling. I already said that. When one chooses to honor the interplay of these sacred energies, we become able to engage with the mysteries of our life and respond creatively. Pause again. All these wands you guys got, I feel like 3 of them out of the 4 maybe, they were all talking about creativity, stepping into your creativity, stepping into your authenticity, whatever it is, that creative side of you that you've been trying to hide, that you can no longer hide anymore. So this is just a confirmation of that. Tantra is a refusal to turn away from your life experiences, even the painful ones, because you recognize that with wisdom, spiritual growth can emerge from all things. Tantra is a willingness of your heart to thoroughly embrace that which might be difficult or different to what we expect. And through such open-hearted engagement, discover a capacity to love and become wise. Tantra is a sacred relationship of the spirit and the body which creates the soul, with all its precious gifts of healing, creativity, love, and higher consciousness. The frequency of 639 Hz evokes unity. It moves beneath conflict and grounds us in simplicity, connection, and love. When Tantra of 639 Hz is in a reading, soul connections, whether twin flames, soulmates, spirit guides, or soul tribes, are especially significant to our spiritual growth. I'm getting a channel, y'all. You guys stepping into your authenticity, you guys stepping into your purpose, your soul purpose, your life purpose. If you guys don't have anybody right now, this is literally bringing them in. And I'm not saying to do all this to bring in your partner if it is that you're like, where's my love in my life? That's nice, right? But we don't want to do it just because of that. They're coming in because there is a unity happening within you. Once you are so confident in just yourself, in your self-love, it will bring, you are magnetizing, you are literally manifesting this person to come into your life if it is that they are not already so in it. Did I say that right? That sounded kind of weird. But you know what I'm trying to say. This frequency enhances the capacity for conscience and healing interaction between those who have been at odds. It is a loving cosmic bliss bomb which breaks the toxic grip of ego and facilitates soulful connection and karmic healing. If you have been working through relationship issues, this oracle brings good news for healing and resolution. So while you guys are doing this, Spirit is sharing with me, they're also on some sort of path, I heard too. And somehow it's just intertwining with you. It's like your healing is causing them to heal, and also their healing is causing you to heal in some weird way that's bringing you guys together, magnetizing. Spirit keeps saying magnetizing you guys together. This frequency also clears and strengthens the energy flow through the inner systems of the body, promoting cellular renewal. The heart healing brought about by this frequency heightens our spiritual awareness, so we can navigate in both our relationships and our environments with more discernment and skill. We cannot control our environments. We can work to become masterful of our own energy. The oracle brings reassurance. This frequency reestablishes our connection to the spiritual realms of love, light, and sacred healing beauty. It is the sublime frequency of ecstasy, serenity. These beautiful energies can enter our field and create a movable spiritual feast which will nourish, support, protect, and shelter us, no matter the environment we may be moving through. The Oracle of Tantra of 639 Hz asks you to allow connection. Do not zone out and turn away from what is happening, even when it is painful. Be gentle with yourself, but be persistent on your path. If you cannot proceed along a certain course, find another way, and do not abandon your dreams. Be receptive, yet also determined and dynamic. If you have been worrying about a situation, this oracle advises you are working your way through it. Whatever support you need shall be provided, and you are further along than you realize. The highest divine outcome is already being woven through your soul and into your experience. Things may not go to plan, but they are still going to work out. The Spirit is saying, even when you think you're doing things wrong or messed up, it's actually bringing you exactly where you're meant to be at. That was really good. I really like that message. Don't forget, it's 6:39, I think. If it's wrong, look back just to double check. I'm pretty sure I said 6:39. All right, let's do these. What other advice do you have for my collective spirit? It's just that other, it was just clarifying how close you are, and just to keep going. Just keep going. Because what else are you going to do, right? You might as well do something that's going to better your life, even though it might take a little bit longer. But at least you're working towards something. Listen, I just heard a year. Spirit says something about a year. I don't know who that's for. You might hit your break a year from now, or you're almost at that year mark. You had the Lovers. I never got this before. Archangel Raphael. Intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions and good health. I never read out of here, but you know what? I want to read more about that one. I've never pulled that one for anyone or myself before. $28. Come on. This card signals that a significant relationship is on your mind. It may be romantic in nature, or it may be an intimate but platonic friendship. Communication is key right now, and it's important to develop trust within the relationship. You can safely share your feelings with someone close to you. It's also time to make an important decision about your life. The conclusions you reach now greatly influence your future, so it's important to weigh your options carefully. Make sure your choices are thoroughly considered and that you're able to act upon them. So I don't know why. Oh, it also says additional meanings is the need for balance, a return to good health, marriage, and weddings. When I was reading that last part, Spirit, excuse me, was showing me that there's someone here that you guys, for some of you guys, you already made a decision. But you're almost second guessing, like, did I make this? Was this the right decision that I made? Spirit is saying yes. If it is that you already made that decision, or you're about to make that decision, don't overthink it. You know what's right for you, and absolutely do not go back on what you decided. And this is for someone, I feel like whether you block someone or if you decided to cut someone off, it doesn't have to be romantic. For some of you it is. But if you felt this need to do this, to cut this contact or cut this, stop hanging out, whatever it is, stick to it. You chose that initially for a reason. And Spirit wants you to stay committed to yourself in that decision. Because when you made that decision, you already knew. You already knew. Just because you feel like, damn, but I didn't get rewarded for this decision that I made. Like, what came out of this decision? Yeah, I blocked them, but now what? It's for a reason. So just leave it alone. The reason doesn't have to, I just heard, it doesn't even have to show you the reason. You don't need a reason. You already know why. You already made the decision to do that, whatever it is that you decided to do. There's no, I just heard, no takesy backsies. 5 of Earth. Fears surrounding money. The wisdom to accept help from others. Uncertain self-employment. So some of you guys may be feeling this fear around money. Accept help from others. Uncertain self-employment. I want to read that one too. Because we want a resolution to these fears, don't we not? A solution. Give me some advice, please. How can we not stress about money, right? When we live on this earth and we have to maintain and survive and take care of others, take care of little babies. Abundance is on the way. The universe loves a grateful heart and rewards gratitude with more abundance. You may be the recipient of this bounty, or you may be the giver. Gifts may be monetary or take some other form, such as an opportunity, advice, and so forth. New career opportunities present themselves involving those who can be relied upon to be fair and responsible. Promotions, bonuses, and financial rewards are all possible at this time. So yes, you may have this fear, but that fear gonna be taken away when you're getting taken care of. Spirit is saying. That could be part of your reward because of the decisions that you made, because of the alignment, because of letting go of that fear of being seen and stepping into, I heard, your power, stepping into your role and what Spirit has for you. This is a very spiritual deck, so we're going to end it with this. What advice do you have? For my collective. I just heard, I don't know who the fuck this is for. This may be you or the person on your mind. It could be either or. But there's someone who is afraid to approach you because you are not naturally their type, or vice versa, the other way around. Or you may be looking at someone some type of way. Because of the status. I don't know why I'm getting this. It's like they could be like famous somehow, or maybe has a lot of money. And when they look at you, or when you look at them, you almost feel like you're kind of down, like, they can't be for me because they don't live like how I live. But Spirit is saying to someone, don't be afraid of that, because it's their heart. Like, this person's gonna surprise you. If it is you that you're just kind of like, I don't want to fuck with them, like, they still getting their life together. We all have different journeys. Who are we to judge or to say that we're better than someone else? For some people, it might take a little longer. Sometimes you don't get your big break until you meet your person, because for some reason, energetically, it just creates this, I want to say a scientific term, but I'm not sure if that's the right one. I don't want to sound silly. I feel like they're very different from you, but not in a bad way. I just see it like, let's say the female's super goofy and silly and kind of like awkward, and then the masculine energy, or that person, doesn't matter, boy, girl, whatever, energies. The other person could be someone who's very stern, serious, but they have their shit together. That's what I mean. So that's how someone's feeling right now, kind of like, I don't even know if I should we don't even live the same lifestyle. We don't do the same things. Spirit is saying not to allow that to cloud your judgment. That's for someone specific. That's weird, because I'm not trying to focus on love on this reading. I love how Spirit's like, can you tell them one more thing? Like, I'm not here for that. That's for a separate reading. But no, I have to say, because if not, it would be gnawing at me and bothering me until I say something to you guys about it. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. I love that. It makes me think of, recently if you guys haven't seen my Divine Feminine video, go ahead and watch it. But I was talking about the sacral chakra, and how the sacral chakra talks about pleasure, or it's the energy around pleasure, creativity, sometimes fears. Anyway, but when I was speaking upon this, it really forced me, Spirit. I had a few weeks where Spirit was really showing me to really enjoy life. And sometimes we think, okay, I'll just pop in a movie and like stay home, watch movies all day. No, I'm not saying that. which we all enjoy a good binge movie night, right? I know I do. I love watching fucking Harry Potter, watching all of them, and then I make mad cookies and brownies and be a total big back because no one's watching but Harry. We all enjoy that. I'm talking about going outside, having your coffee outside, go sit on the grass. If you have a dog, take your dog out, lay on the grass with him, her, play with them. When you're having conversations with your kids, look at them in the eyes, look at them in the face. Don't be quick to be like, oh, yeah. Look at them. Ask them how they're doing. Not, how are you doing? Good, all right, okay. No. Sometimes I just stare at my son. He's like, what? I annoy him. I don't care. I'm like, but how was your day? Like, what did you do? Oh, you went out with Jonathan. Jonathan's my older brother. He hangs out. Like right now they're out playing basketball. I'm gonna bug him when he gets back. So how was basketball? It was fine, Mom. Okay. Well, were there other people playing? Who won? Did you kick his ass? Did you guys grab a bite to eat after? Seems silly and small, mundane. But those little things, especially with children. If you guys have children, those things matter. They pay attention to stuff like that. They really do. They always remember who spent time with them. And it also helps, I don't know who this is for, but it also helps to shape them, to mold them, because you're setting that example. You're setting that example. Ezra has a best friend that he's been friends with him since he was like, I think 3 or 4. Actually, he was just here for the winter break, visiting his grandma, who actually lives down the street. His mom, my friend, she moved to South Carolina. So she didn't come down with him. He came by himself to come visit family. And they allowed him to come stay with us for a few nights. And my son's 13. I believe I want to say he's 15 now. I think he just turned 15. And there was a day that I was working and I went to go pick him up. He texted me, hey, can I come hang out with Ezra? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm getting out of work. I'll pick you up. Pick him up. And he gets in the car with me and he's like, so how was work today? I was almost like, I was so surprised. I was like putting on my seatbelt and I was like, thanks, Joe. It was good. It was good. How about you? You know what I'm saying? Like kids these days, I feel like they don't, like you can tell he was genuinely asking how my day went and wanted me to like talk back to him. It wasn't just like, oh, how was work? Okay, looking out the window. I thought that was so nice. And I was joking around with my son Ezra. I'm just like, bro, you gotta be a little more, a little conversation. Give me something. You don't have to tell me every single thing you did. I brushed my teeth, and then I took a shit, and then I wiped myself, and I washed my hands. I tease him like that all the time. He gets so annoyed, but I wanna read a little bit more. But why did I say all this? Oh, I got so distracted. I also wanted to bring up another thing that Spirit was showing me about having fun without shame, without guilt. If you go and do something for yourself, don't fucking apologize for it. Don't apologize for taking a nap. And don't feel bad that you took it. Don't feel bad that if you took a nap at 3 and woke up at 7, you know what that means? Your body needed it. Your soul needed it. Don't apologize. Please do not apologize for that. Another thing Spirit was showing me that, because I'm constantly on the go. And of course, our lifestyles too, right? I'm a single mom. Of course, I gotta be on the go. I'm mom, I'm dad, financial, nurturer, cleaner of the house. Get these kids to help you. That's something I had to learn the hard way. What we got kids for? I'm just kidding. No, but put their asses to work. What did we do when we was growing up? Listen, if we didn't wash the dishes and did what our parents asked, we got our ass beat. I don't know about you, but my parents are old school Puerto Ricans. If you didn't do what was asked of you, and sometimes like they beat it into you so much that there was no way of forgetting. You just knew that if it wasn't done, it was going to be a fucking problem. So just get it done before it becomes an issue. Ask for help. And one of these cards just said that. The last one. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And that's something I had to learn too, because my son, he's 13. Listen, I used to cook and clean since I was super young. Especially at 10 years old, I was already cooking and making my own food. And I remember thinking like, man, I have a 13-year-old. So I make him grab my stuff. I make him do stuff, you know? I don't know why I need to share this, but this has to be for a single mom. But, you know, when I go out and buy groceries by myself, when I come home, my son's here playing video games or whatever it is that he's doing, talking to his friends online. When I get out the car, I let him know I'm here, and I tell him to grab all the groceries from the car. My mom, one day my mom was like, oh, you make him grab them all by himself. Yes. Not only is it going to build him, his character, but you know what is going to teach him? That when he has a woman in his life, that when he has someone in his life that he loves and admires and respects, that he's going to be a gentleman and get the shit out the car. That's why I do it. Not because I'm lazy. I know I can do it. I've been doing it by myself for 36 years. Okay? I'm tired. Bitch, I'm tired. No, but that's not, I'm just joking. It's not about that. Not only is it showing him that he can help me too. You know, I work so that you have a place to live. I work so that you have food to eat. So you can go on and get these groceries. And it's going to teach him how to treat a woman someday, or whoever he ends up with. That's what it's going to teach him. Okay? So ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask to help and some of these kids are willing. Like, you may think, oh, what if I just sound like naggy or something? Some of these kids are so nice and so, hey, do you need help? Make it become a routine for them, so that when it you don't even have to ask anymore. They just do it. They just help. Like my son's friend Joa, like the same thing. He saw me he's like, come on, Ezra, let's go. Let's get these groceries. You know what I'm saying? And also, I keep bringing up other things. Every time I'm about to say what I want to say, Spirit shows me something else. Spirit, are you down so I can say what I want to say? Respectfully, I'm teasing. Another thing that I had to learn the last few weeks was how I spent my days. So with the taking the break, whenever I have a day off now from work, I don't do nothing. I make sure that the days that I work, the only thing I do is work. In fact, I'm studying right now for school stuff, so online. I do that on those days. And then I, on purpose, on the days that I don't work, I rest and I do one thing that I really enjoy doing. And for me lately, it's been learning how to fire, what is it called? Poi fire, I don't play with the fire yet, but I'm learning. I have like the balls and the socks right now. I smack myself in the face a couple of times. It's kind of fun, a little bit scary. I haven't got myself in the face yet, but I did get the back. Because the balls that I use are lacrosse balls. Do you know what lacrosse balls are? Them shits are hard as fuck. So one time I went like this, and that shit smacked the crap out of me in the back of my head. I wish my roommate got that on camera. I should have asked him that day, but I was kind of embarrassed. I didn't want him to see it, but I definitely smacked the shit out of myself. So doing that's just an example. You guys can do whatever you want. I'm just saying, this is what I decided to do, and I started to learn that I feel more relaxed. I feel I get to enjoy myself a little bit more. When I'm off, I'll choose that one thing that I want to do, whether it's play my ukulele, play my didgeridoo, read a book, like spend a lot of time, because I like to read every day, like before bed, but maybe there's a really good book that I like, and I just go outside, lay on the grass, and I'll read for 2 hours. You do you, whatever it is that you like to enjoy. I just heard hula hoop. If someone likes to do the hula hoop, I don't know, jump rope, whatever brings you joy, whatever brings you pleasure. You know, pleasure doesn't always have to be a sexual thing. I mean, that can be too. Do what you want. No judgment. Finding pleasure. A lot of the stuff that I used to like to do as a kid too, like video games. I got my son the Nintendo Switch too. you best believe I bought myself a game. And I did that for me because I was like, you know what? I want this. I'm always doing for others, especially if you're a parent. We're just natural givers sometimes, and we want to do for others so much, but then we tend to forget about ourselves. Take yourself out on a date. Take that break. I went to the movies last night by myself. I do that shit all the time. People always ask me, what? Aren't you embarrassed? People see you by yourself. No, bitch. No. I don't have to share my popcorn. I don't have to share my Diet Coke or my peanut M&Ms. Matter of fact, I still have peanut M&Ms because I went alone. Now I get to enjoy this deliciousness on a second day. All right. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a woman staring at the moon. She's in the water. If you have a pool, go enjoy yourself by the pool. Even if it's cold right now. Even just standing next to water is healing. A lake, a pond. It's okay to take a break and enjoy your creations. To take a moment from your busy schedule to get off the treadmill of life. To appreciate and acknowledge all that you have created, achieved, released, or experienced before rushing onto the next thing. To be in the moment and enjoy where you are. To take a breath and regather your mind, body, and spirit. To recalibrate, appreciate, and celebrate. To decide on what you really want to experience next. If you take a moment, you are not going to miss out. Someone here wants to take a trip, book that flight. Perhaps you have just completed a big project, manifested something significant in your life, released an old way of being, or just been burning the candle at both ends. Now is the time to take some time out before rushing on to the next thing. You did it. Enjoy yourself and recalibrate. Go on vacation, book a massage, take long walks in nature, go away for a rejuvenating weekend to recharge and replenish. Take a break. Take a break and breathe. So I hope you guys like that message. That was pretty cool. I felt like that was for me too. Or a reminder. With that being said, my work here is done. I'm gonna go watch my husband, John Bernthal, on his new TV show on Netflix. And that's my guilty pleasure. With my M&Ms. My peanut M&Ms. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one, okay?